This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Hello and welcome to Enterprising Entrepreneurs. Now, if you're the kind who cribs about college projects, well, you might want to think again, because my guest today, one of them rather, Sridevi Raghavan, when she was at Harvard Business School, took her project, her Harvard business plan very seriously. In that eureka moment, came up with a beautiful idea, and guess what? It was much more than a college assignment. It ended up being the focal point for her career because she got private equity. Sridevi Raghavan now runs AMELIO Daycare Center along with her husband Raghavan. Thank you very much for joining us on the show.
Thank you, sir.
AMELIO, I mean, how was the idea born? Because Sridevi, I know, from SIT college, and then you went to Madras University, where under the banyan tree, the two of you met, I'm told. No, was there a banyan tree there? No.
No, and
Okay.
SIT, he had no place to be there anyway.
Okay, no, not about SIT, but Madras University. Was it
Yes.
under the banyan tree? No,
Not
some other
really,
tree.
no.
All right. Okay. So the apple fell on your head, and then the rest is history or
Yeah,
chemistry or whatever. But jokes apart, yeah. From after that, you went to Harvard. You had a stint at O&M at an advertising agency, then at CRI, at CARE, then went off to Harvard. A long distance relationship. How was AMELIO born? How did the seeds get sown in your mind?
So AMELIO was actually an idea that I thought of while I was still working in advertising. I was in advertising at O&M, and I'd see a lot of my senior colleagues, women, who grapple with a huge work-life balance issue. Be it like 7 o'clock in the evening, I'd see frantic phone calls under the desk to nannies and grandparents asking them to like hang on, or helping kids with their homework while they were in between meetings or whatever. And at that point, it just seemed like such an easy idea to have a daycare inside the company, and I felt if we just had that one solution, then it would make it so easy for women to continue their working. And it was just an idea at that point which I parked. But later on, several years later, when I went to Harvard Business School.
So in Harvard Business School, they said, "What an idea, Sirji."
Kind of, but the school definitely helps incubate a lot of ideas. They're very encouraging about thinking about new ideas, thinking about new entrepreneurial ventures. And there I did do a couple of projects for credit under several professors, and we entered the annual business plan contest in 2008 because we'd come up with the business plan idea, and it was just something very theoretical. We just wanted to see what the public perception to the idea
How much
was.
of a role did he play?
He was actually a very crucial person in that time, because he would bring us the India story, because I would be sitting in the US, asking data, asking for information, and he would pretty
This
much
was before the Facebook
help
age,
us
so how
with
did you
it.
guys manage, first of all, a long distance relationship, and successfully at that?
It was hard. It was actually harder on him than on me, because at HBS the course itself is so demanding that
You
you
didn't
don't really get
you
the
didn't
time.
think of him too often.
Honestly, I didn't have the time to.
Raghavan,
And the nice
secret
part,
stuff.
nice part was when I moved to Hong Kong and I was trying to start.
You were handling a leather business.
I was
there.
doing a dual role. One was I was having my own startup, which was trading in finished leather, that I took on, and then I was also heading India's largest product manufacturer. They based out of Delhi, and I was heading the Far East operation. So what it helped both of us do is when Sridevi was trying to work was at Harvard and was figuring this whole thing out and was giving her very little time, I was trying to set up the business. So that gave me very little time to actually think about the fact that we were apart, and so it worked well, I would say.
So distance made the heart grow fonder. Distance also led to ideas. Distance led to a career.
Absolutely.
Okay, and congratulations, both of you have become parents of, and I wanted to ask you this because people say, a male gynecologist wouldn't really understand what the delivery really is all about without going through it. So now that you have a child of your own, Sukriti, I haven't forgotten the name,
right.
Sukriti,
Yes.
all of what, 9 months.
9 months.
Will you put Sukriti in this daycare center?
Absolutely, I can't wait for her to join this place.
But why not as yet? Hi.
Shahrukh.
Hello, what's your name?
Want to say hi to the camera?
Say hello.
Hello.
You know their names.
He ran away.
He's
Yes,
called
I-
Shahrukh.
Yes, he's Shahrukh.
Okay.
And that's Fatima.
Okay. Do you like Shah Rukh Khan?
Hi, Fatima.
Okay.
You want to say hi?
So this is the Christmas spirit already.
Yes, they're all like outside enjoying
Say
Christmas
hi, hello.
celebrations, and then there's a general outdoor.
So how long are they here for? I remember when I went to a creche, you know, must have been what, a couple of years old. There was a lady, and it was we've been accustomed to neighborhood creches. I remember Angeline Fernandez, who's no more, passed away recently, learning nursery rhymes and all that, just for a couple of hours. But now I think you have given this whole creche idea a corporate look and feel. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
So how long are these children here
Children
for?
here are, there between 8:30 in the morning and about 7 in the evening. Every day,
Okay.
5 days a week. So
8:30 in the morning to 7 in the evening. So
Yeah, so
entire
typically-
period to which they're.
the parents are
So you don't
working.
really need nannies, you don't need in-laws to come and stay at home, you don't need these nurses, or you don't need these maids, because that's quite a racket, I'm told.
That is
There are
the
these
idea.
agencies, Raghavan, agencies, I've been through these also, where they send you these maids who are supposed to come for a year, they take 1 month's salary as commission. So it's invariably about 7 or 8 or 9,000 rupees, and then they feign some excuse or give some reason and make a quick getaway in 20 days. And the same agency rotates the same maid for about 20 different customers. So they get
Wow.
that much more money. So I think it makes sense then for people to come. So how many children, how many centers? You started off with what, one center, Sridevi?
We started off with one center 6 months after we incorporated, and we started Sholinganalluri, this center. And this center is meant to cater to about 70 odd children.
This is your own place or a rented place?
This is a rented place.
Now this, unlike your other centers, this is a standalone center.
Yeah.
Okay. How many children are here
Currently we have over 65 children.
in this place?
So we're almost full to capacity.
Okay.
In fact, we are looking at starting off another probable center in Sholinganallur.
Do you need recommendations? Do they go through interviews?
No, they don't. I
No
mean,
recommendations just yet.
Not
not
just
as yet.
Oh, because you enjoy a near monopoly, is that correct?
Kind of, yes. And I mean, it would be a very sad day if that were ever to happen, because the idea is to cater to working women and help working women have a great place where they can leave their children and go to work without worrying about what's happening to my child. Did she eat on time? Did she sleep on time? Is she learning anything?
What's the
Is she
ratio?
safe?
Because the concern for most parents that I will have too. Hello.
Hi, darling.
He's trying to get my attention.
Yeah. So you know all of them by name,
I know most of them by name, yes.
which is great. Okay.
Yeah.
You too, Raghavan?
I do.
Okay. Okay. What's this little girl's name? Who's just like an
she
angel?
is Fatima.
Okay. Let me ask
This is
Raghavan.
Shruti.
What is this boy's name? With the pullover.
You gotta help me, Shri.
Vedant.
Vedant.
Okay. See again, the concern for most parents, as I was saying, is not the ratio, the student or the caretaker child ratio. If you have 65 odd children here, how many caretakers, how many teachers do they have here?
We actually have a 1:6 ratio. So for
Okay.
every 6 children we have
So
a
about 10,
staff.
12.
Yeah, but even then, what we talk about when we say ratios is teachers or assistant teachers. We don't include our cleaning staff or caretakers in the ratio just because they're meant to do a job, and that is to keep the place clean and hygienic, and that's what they focus on doing. But in terms of taking care of the children, making sure the children are fine, making sure they're learning what they need to learn, making sure they're safe and taken care of is the teachers. and the
Learning as in,
assistant
so it's not just a place where you mind the children.
teachers. That's right.
It's also a place where you teach them things.
Yeah,
What
so,
do you think?
so it's not just a creche. We call ourselves a preschool daycare. So to one part of the day we are a preschool, and then we extend ourselves on to a daycare, and then we also have options of after-school care activities. So it is a structured day.
You have a sort of curriculum.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a curriculum. We've got a large curriculum team. So we actually are. We definitely are not a creche, because creche is just basically only managing a child. But we're doing a lot more than that in terms of imparting the curriculum, depending on the age group.
So till what? Till the age of 6.
Till the age of 6.
Okay.
So we take in children from 6 months and we go on up to 6 years. So between 6 months and 1.5 years are the infants. So that's more so care and some basic activities that will keep them engaged. But from 1.5 onwards up to definitely 6, we have the younger toddler, we have the older toddler age group, then the LKG and then the UKG. So it is a structured day for each of them.
And you give them food and all that. They bring their own lunch or
They
something?
bring their own lunch. We ensure that they are well fed, and we offer a morning
Like
and
me.
an afternoon snack. Yes.
I was very thin.
wasn't
I
the one
was
to say
I was
that.
skin and bones. I was skin and bones when I was in school, by the way, when I was their age. But now, of course, it's different. Yeah. How much do you charge them?
We charge anywhere from about 7,000 up to about 9,000 rupees, depending on the corporate partnerships that are
Per month?
involved. For a full day camp.
Okay.
That's for a 10.5 hour camp.
Okay. But you don't see that as expensive. Let's say for an average person, I mean, what's the socio-economic profile of the families that come here? Because for an average person, if you're going to, let's say if they have 2 children, if they end up spending 20,000, you know, I'm not even talking about conveyance and all that. 20,000 just on putting them in AMELIO. How much should they be earning then?
Typically, we target a double income population,
Okay.
a population which is young, have both the father and the mother working, and they have 1 or 2 children.
Either double income or people like Sridevi who even if a single income, even Raghavan is not is doing something else within
No, but
manage.
I think the idea is that it is expensive. There is no doubt about it. But childcare the world over is expensive, and the only way to subsidize childcare in several countries that have it, that have a successful model, is where the government subsidizes childcare because they incentivize the mother to go out and work because it increases the workforce population of a country. In a country like India where that does not exist, it is unfortunate that the parent has to pay for it. At least one silver lining in the cloud is that they get a tax exemption out of some education related things like if you go to a school or whatever, you get tax benefits out of it. But it is true, it is expensive. But the way we should look at it, and I would look at this myself, is to say, well, what is the cost of my getting out of the workforce and re-entering the workforce 3 or 4 or 5 years
Let me ask you
later?
that question yourself. I mean, Harvard, when you pass out of Harvard Business School, and as intelligent as you have been, or you were at Harvard and winning contests, you must have had several lucrative offers come your way. What does it take to actually say no to all those offers, to spurn them all, and to chase your own dream and to say, I want to do something different, I want to start from scratch?
I think it's just the sheer exhilaration of doing something adventurous that no one else has done before. I mean, when we were thinking about this idea, it was honestly, I thought of this idea sometime in 2003, 2004, and I was thinking, how is it that no one else has come up with the idea? And if no one else has done it, then there's probably got to be something wrong with this model, right? And then you go there and it gets all validated, and you're thinking, I'm the one who's bringing an idea like
So you have a first come advantage here, Raghavan, yeah?
Yeah,
This is a
definitely.
first come advantage.
And you're a
Definitely.
game changer, literally. You're changing the way the country is behaving, and that's a huge, exciting factor. Forget the money. You're driving change. You're a change agent, and that's a pretty big, exciting place to be in.
Okay. How much, what was when you passed out of Harvard, 2008,
Yeah,
what was the average starting salary of your classmates?
it was about $120,000, $130,000.
$130,000
Yeah.
that your
Average
classmates
in the
made.
US, yeah.
All right. $130,000 is what her classmates earned when they passed out of Harvard. How much does Sridevi now make 3 years into her business? We'll find out after a short break. Stay tuned.